Hi there. So is your birthday December 11th through the 18th? And have you ever wondered why your big heart and big dreams get sabotaged? Well, let's dive into this book with your full personality profile exclusively for those born this week. And then definitely stay to the end so you can hear your full pieces of advice to help with your life, to help make your life easier, and to see the full list of folks that you are the most compatible with in friendships, in love, and beyond. All right, let's get into it. All right, so I went ahead and took some notes from your birthday week profile. I've updated it to today's language, and so I'm going to be reading from my iPad here and going through your list of personality traits. And then towards the end, we're going to give you your full pieces of advice, and we're going to list out those that you are going to be most compatible with the birth dates, and very specific, just like this is a 1 week birthday profile. You'll have like certain weeks of birthday, like chunks of folks that you're going to be most compatible with. So it's a really cool thing to kind of like look at and save. So definitely save the video for later so you can kind of like come back to it if you ever switch relationships, switch jobs, switch you add family members or things like that. It's a good like reference tool to have for you. So definitely make sure you hang on to it. All right. So those born in this week think on a very big, very grand scale. You have big dreams and big goals and big aspirations, and that just comes naturally to you, and then a super, super awesome trait to have. Your minds are usually geared to big projects, whether it's like personal things, work things, all sorts of stuff. So like you're really good at, it says mapping out business strategies, which is awesome. So if you have that business mindset of being an entrepreneur and striking out on your own, you're definitely fine-tuned for that. So that's a good fit for you. You dislike pettiness in all forms, and you see the total picture first. You generally avoid getting hung up on the details. Sagittarius 3s, so that describes those born in this week. Sagittarius 3s are big-hearted and give shamelessly, but are realistic enough to expect something in return. So you don't just like give and give and give. You're not like a doormat for everybody. You expect reciprocal energy, which is very fair and something to be admired, because there are others that don't have that trait that wish that they did. Sagittarius 3s reach for the stars, but they keep both feet solidly on the ground. So you're very, you're a stable person, but you are you go after the big stuff because it doesn't seem big to you. It's just who you are, and it's just natural. Your ambitions and aspirations are firmly rooted in the here and now, whether small or large, and they are physically imposing, and you make your presence felt in any gathering. So you are the type of person that walks into, like, let's say your family holidays, and we're definitely in the middle of holiday season where you're probably going to a lot of family gatherings, and people look forward to seeing you, and when you walk in, like, there's no ignoring you. So likely these personality traits are likely like you, and if they're not, comment below, because I really want to hear if this is like accurate or not accurate for folks. And also, if this is not like resonating with you, it's okay to like leave certain things behind. you personally, or those personally involved with you, have to reckon with playing a subordinate role. So that means those that are partnered up with you have to be okay with not being the boss. They have to be okay with taking the co-pilot situation, or not being the driver in the car, like figuratively and literally too. So it can become dangerous for anyone to get between you and your goals, because once you've decided, you just like move at the speed of light, like you just like go and you're like okay, I've decided, I'm doing it. Like there's no stopping you. That's incredible. Your friends and family learn what given mood foretells. So like those around you like figure you out pretty quickly, whether you're quiet or whether you're moving, whether you're like super busy and crazy. Like they learn to kind of like navigate and live with you. Those that love you, those that care about you, they'll work to stick around and help. More disturbing aspects of Sag 3s may have to be overlooked or ignored to keep everybody getting along harmoniously. So if people don't like it, they just have to like, well, sorry, learn to live with it, because that's kind of the way that I am. Like I can't change that. So and you probably already know this, and if you do, comment below, let us know. You can be moody and disturbing. If Sag 3 people are depressed, they are hard to budge. So if you're depressed, figure out like self-care methods that are going to work for you, because you can't expect others to pull you out of your sadness and depression. Find what works for you, whether it's going for a walk or putting your feet in grass or taking a hot shower or going to the gym and sweating it out. Figure out the ways of self-care that are gonna work for you to get out of your depression, and recognize your depressions like when they're starting to happen. My gym has this really cool machine, and it helps with like my seasonal depression. So it's like red light therapy. It doesn't give me UV rays, but it kind of like shakes me. And I like to say like it shakes my chakras. It shakes all my energies within me. We have all sorts of electrical impulses like all through our chakra centers and our bodies, and it helps with that. So that might be something that you look into, taking advantage of. And I don't pay much for my gym membership in order to get that like little perk. So things that can help, right? Those close to you eventually have to cheer you up, or to take a more positive view of your life. Extremely thoughtful. You can ruminate over a problem or plan for weeks or months before finally coming up with a solution. So it's recommended for others to just leave you alone and let you go over things and let you decide and let you come to your own conclusions and your own, others might offer advice or try to cheer you up, but they just kind of have to like resign themselves to know that you'll come out of this, but you just need to work through it on your own. Since the emotions of Sag 3s come from a very deep place, you can have eruptions of feeling that can be nothing short of volcanic, is what it says. So your emotions might just like explode and just kind of like go everywhere. So just be careful not to like spew that like negativity on others around you. Like a pressure cooker, smoldering crater, or grinding tectonic plate, they need to let energy loose in small doses if they're to avoid being shaken apart by the big one. So, and like I said, maybe just go for a run, like let out your energy, do something that, cause you're like boiling up and don't go punching a wall. Go for a run. Like, do something that's healthy. Probably not diving into like impulses of like, drinking and drugs and things like that. Like, just kind of, I don't, say drinking or whatever is like bad for you. But just don't do it when you're like raging or like borderline. Like, if your emotions aren't like in a happy place, probably don't partake in things that are going to kind of like tank your energies. So I'm backing it up here. Complaining is actually healthy for those born in this week. So rather than letting your emotions like boil up and fester, find someone or a way that you can vent. Maybe get into some weekly therapy sessions. You can do those online right now for not that much. I don't have like an affiliate link or anything for anyone to assist with that, but I do know that there are plenty of resources. I'm a big believer in like going to the library and asking the librarian for resources too if you need them. But honestly, if you truly need help, emergency help right now, reach out. There are services available, or comment below, and I can assure you, we'll get you linked up with the right services if you truly need them. Those born in this week are drawn to magical and ecstatic experiences, not only in their personal lives, but also in their careers. So you like big, exciting, like all of the sparkly and shiny and awesome things. What basically attracts them, after all, is the impossible challenge that they love to pull off miracles, both minor and major, before their astonished colleagues' eyes. You like to do the unthinkable. You like to let's host this big event and we're gonna raise $1 million for X, Y, and Z and do the, if you've got those big goals and big aspirations and big dreams, that is so incredible. And I let's work together. But you know what I mean? You're the type of person that everybody is like, yes, let's do this. That outlook can seem egotistical to some, but it gives some idea of self-confidence and assurance that you have. So that's your biggest strength, is you are self-assured. You do have all this confidence, and you do have this big heart and these big goals and these big dreams, and that you just shoot for it and you go for it. It's incredible. But behind the massive bulwark of your personality, somewhere in a remote back passage, lurks insecurity. So you're secretly insecure, but you step on stage anyhow. You may have heard of all these celebrities that hate getting on stage, but they do it anyhow. It's a regular part of their job and their life. And that's how you are. So maybe something like that is well suited to you. Getting on stage and being a musician or being a performer, in the theater or the arts or anything like that. Maybe that is well suited to you, because it seems like it to me. Everyone has some kind of insecurity, of course, so it should come as no surprise that Sag 3s do too. What is important, however, is your inability to recognize or deal with it. So you lack a self-awareness, and it may be the high price that you pay for your peace of mind. So, just mental health is so important for you. And like I said, I always recommend every human being on the planet at some point to, reach out to counseling services. And when things seem overwhelming, please, go get that help. I am not a certified therapist, but I do have friends in the biz, and and I really love it and support it. The partners of you folks, of Sag 3s, will benefit from their protective and capable ways, but can also come to feel imprisoned. And so, recognizing like what others in your hemisphere or your sphere are going through can maybe help your relationships just be stronger and longer lasting and healthier and happier overall. So just know that you can be a little bit much. You can make people feel like they're stuck, or that they have to like help you or do whatever. So give others in your sphere freedom to just protect their space and be okay with themselves and do what they need to do. Just remember that. Negotiation or compromise is not in the picture for you. That's what it says. So, maybe try a little bit, but that's what it's just like, nope, it's like a hard line for you. Still, like the giant in a fairy tale, Sag 3s can be fooled often without finding out about it until later. So, you can be tricked. People can pull the wool over your eyes easily. And so you just have to watch out for that and protect your own space and protect your own sanity and protect your own energies. So let's find out about which relationships and which birthday profiles you are most compatible with right now.